Welcome to Knee the Curve, I'm Emmett Short. Today we're talking about how SpaceX scrubbed Crew Dragon but might be launching Tom Cruise. The Cybertruck resuscitates Jay Leno's garage, new synthetic eyes, the window to our future synthetic souls, and Microsoft's new supercomputer inches closer to being totally bored with us. These are the headlines. SpaceX was forced to scrub their historic Demo-2 mission, and worse, I was forced to rewrite all my jokes. What I find crazy is that we can launch humans into space, but not like if it's drizzling. Also, they didn't call it off until there was only 17 minutes left in the countdown. That's the state of the art for weather prediction. Here's a clip of NASA's weather officers making the call.
Where's my map?
There's a map there. Look at the monitor.
Right?
Oh, God. Ron, where's my legs? Where are my legs?
Your legs are there.
I don't have any legs, Ron.
See, you're standing right now on your leg.
Making accurate weather predictions is incredibly complex. It's going to take a quantum computer. But once we have one of those, predicting the weather might not be necessary if it just tells us how to teleport to Mars.
Beam him down.
What's happened to his head?
It's on backwards.
Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
I threw that in there because it's one of Elon's favorite movies. Jim Bridenstine told us his favorite movie.
When I was in elementary school and I saw the movie Top Gun. And from that day, I knew that I was going to be
A professional volleyball player?
a Navy pilot. It's just the way it was.
Oh, right. Yeah. And apparently Tom Cruise now wants to go to the ISS to film a movie.
I hear something about Tom Cruise shooting a movie at the International Space Station.
The answer is yes. We would love Tom Cruise to fly to the International Space Station and make a movie. I'm all for that, and we're going to do what we can to make that happen.
I get it. This launch wasn't watched by most people, but if we threw a little potential celebrity manslaughter in the mix, if Tom Cruise was on that rocket, the whole world would be like, are we about to kill Tom Cruise? I love the idea of Tom Cruise making a movie on the ISS because he's not going to be able to take a crew with him. He's going to have to shoot everything himself. And if we've learned anything from coronavirus, it's that celebrities are horrible at filming their own shows. He wouldn't even have the first clue how to work the camera. He'd spend the whole time on the ISS watching YouTube filmmaking tutorials from Peter McKinnon. Houston, I have a huge problem here. This is Tom Cruise. We're in Florida, Tom. Copy that, Houston. Listen, I can't get that film look. With the blurred background, I need you to shoot me up some new cameras. Stand by for Peter McKinnon. What's up, Tom Cruise? Peter McKinnon here. You're gonna wanna turn your f-stop down to 2.8 and then find your picture profile settings and turn on S-Log. I just wanna put this out there, Tom, if you wanna see how I put this show together all by myself, stop on by my place. Hey, Tom will shoot anywhere. He might come. But speaking of production value, I gotta say, even without the launch, the whole broadcast was amazing. The inside scoops on the cool tech, the backstories on the astronauts, it was like watching Sunday football. Super entertaining. Honestly, second best abortion I've ever watched. Cybertruck was on Jay Leno's garage Wednesday.
Where is that Cybertruck? Is that around here?
Somewhere around here. Cue music.
Cybertruck and Elon Musk don't need to advertise. Jay Leno's garage, on the other hand, could really use some help in the ratings. I want to do my part. If you like comedians in cars getting coffee but hate laughing and want to spend a full hour not doing that, watch Jay Leno's garage. I watched it so you don't have to, and trust me, I did you a huge favor. What a horrible show. First of all, I had to watch it on NBC's app, which sounds like it wouldn't be shitty, but totally is. Because while my dad's cable subscription gets me access, it doesn't let me watch it without commercials, and oh my God, the commercials. I mean, it's 2020. I have YouTube Premium, Netflix, and HBO. I don't watch commercials. I won't even borrow a friend's Hulu login if they haven't paid for commercial free. This show was like 15 minutes long with 45 minutes of commercials for arthritis and stool softener. In the 3 brief segments that the Cybertruck was in, Jay Leno kept proving that he just doesn't get it. Let me explain. The Cybertruck doesn't cruise down streets, it terrorizes them. The Cybertruck doesn't care what your pronouns are. It just thinks of you as a bitch. It belongs on Mars with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There isn't a car in existence better at helping you pick up chicks with 3 tits. So Jay Leno was sitting there inside this cyborg Picasso fever dream, and he asks,
Why is that important to you that it be bulletproof?
what? Are you trying to make this car make sense? You don't get it. The Cybertruck is a drivable Chuck Norris joke. It doesn't make sense. Sense offers itself to Cybertruck as tribute. Elon was so nice, I might have just ended the interview right there. Like, dude, you don't get it. No stupids allowed. Press a button and the car folds Leno back into the vault and encases him in carbonite. But Elon answered so honestly.
This is badass and super cool.
That's super cool. But see, I like that answer. It's a good answer.
Do you want your truck to be bulletproof or not?
Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I want my truck to be bulletproof.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
I tried to think of another answer that would make more sense than because it's badass, and there just isn't one. This week at Microsoft's Build conference, which was poppin'.
There are tens and thousands of you tuned in.
On Teams. It was popping on Microsoft Teams. It's like Zoom for people who would rather be using Zoom. Microsoft announced the new supercomputer they built at Build in collaboration with OpenAI. It's the 5th most powerful machine in the world, so congratulations on being 5th, I guess. You get a participation trophy. I feel like every new supercomputer should be the fastest existing supercomputer, but not Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, who said this was his, quote, dream system. Microsoft was like, we can build you a faster one, and Sam was like, no, 5th. My dream is to be 5th. Maybe Sam's like my parents who bought a Model Y because parking a Model X in front of the house would just alienate the neighbors. Still, this computer is fast.
It uses 285,000 CPU cores and 10,000 GPUs connected with an extremely fast network.
It was built to train single massive AI models that learn from ingesting billions of pages of text from all different types of books and manuals.
It's Azure. So because of the power of the cloud, we were able to develop and deploy this in just 6 months. Having access to ubiquitous, high-quality language translation, understanding, summarization, and reasoning is going to help supercharge developers.
OpenAI is betting big on this machine to help crack the code for future AGI systems, artificial general intelligence, essentially a computer that's smart enough to hide how smart it is. That's right, a computer that lies. Which is scary because way before it knows how to lie, it'll be driving you to work. I guess when we're still making the computers bigger and faster, but somehow suspiciously they just stop getting smarter, that's when we'll know. And we should figure that out right as we're being enslaved. OpenAI's mission is to make sure that never happens, specifically that AGI benefits all of humanity. A noble mission, but in order to succeed in that mission, I'd suggest aiming higher than 5th. Researcher Ziyong Fan from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology says they've created a proof of concept bionic eye that could surpass the sensitivity of a human one. Which is cool, but I'm still putting a sticker over it when I'm in the bathroom. Can you imagine, though, if they made this announcement and they were like, we've got a huge announcement. We've made the world's 5th best bionic eye. Detailed in a paper published in the journal Nature, the electrochemical eye uses the same spherical structure of a human eye, giving it a wider field of view than regular flat camera sensors. Using perovskite, a light-sensitive material, the researchers actually grew nanowires into the artificial retina, creating 40 times more light sensing points than a human eye, making your vision 20,000, meaning you could see something 20,000 feet away as good as 20 feet away. Which could be good or bad depending on how attractive your naked neighbor is. Oh, and it can see infrared, like Predator. But before you pop out your eyeballs to become Predator, They haven't interfaced these eyes with an optic nerve, and that could be the hardest part. There is an existing bionic eye called the Argus 2, which does interface with the optic nerve, but it's super low resolution. And without proper integration with the brain, even if the eye is sending Unreal Engine 5 level graphics, everything you see may just look like Pong. Huge thanks to the patrons funded the channel. If you guys like tech news and jokes, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss one, or even becoming a patron like these awesome people. Thanks to Ryan Stout and Jeremy Huntley for their writing contributions. Check out their work in the description. Definitely leave a comment about what you think about this video and I'll do my best to respond. And if you'd like to pitch in on episodes or just chat about futurism with other like-minded people, join my Discord chat room where I actually post the view links to all my scripts so you can see how they develop and chat me up about joke ideas. Find me and the show on Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, just click on one of these other videos to stay up to date on how technology is changing everything. Thanks for watching. Peace. So you're saying the phone controls the camera and you have to pair it? I've worked with parrots and zebras too, and orangutans. Orangutans.